this is my head, this is my body here. There were times that I felt that the branches of the tree were up here around my head, and that this would be the trunk. And then my feet had these roots that just went deep, deep, deep into earth, and the tree looked golden. So it looked kind of like the ancient alchemy tree of life, things that you see, where you see trees and they kind of, like you see all of their branches and stuff, and their branches come back down and go around into the trunk of the tree and back up into the root and then back in this direction into the limbs and then back in this direction in this way. Okay? So I began to envision myself as a tree, my head being right here where the leaves are, my body being the trunk, and all of that, my root chakra, my feet being down here, being deep, deep roots going down. And every time I would breathe, I would imagine this golden breath coming into the top of my head like a funnel. I didn't care where it was coming from. We don't have to get that specific, but there was a funnel of energy going this way into my head, back down my body, down through the roots, and then back up this way, back in through my head, back down through my body, back down the roots, and then back up this way, except it was happening simultaneously. On each side, it was to the left of me, to the right of me. It wasn't like one way and then the other. The energy was coming down through the funnel. This is my head. This is the trunk of the tree, which is my body. These are the roots of the tree, which were my feet. And it was going together like this. You see that together. I'm holding, my hands are busy. So you get the point, is this way together, and then back up, down, okay? So it started that way where I was like, well, that feels powerful. I now am this tree. I am this tree of life. And it started out golden. That's why I called it the golden tree of alchemy. And that was the light. And I got a word that is often seen in mystery schools, and the word is Ein Sof, EINSOF. 2 different words. It means literally no end, and what they're referring to, what is endless, what has no end, the light of God. So I, as a mystery school teacher, know that word very well, and I became that. I just said to myself, I am Ein Sof. So when you do that and you make that kind of command, body listens. Breath will follow, and breath will guide the body into very clear meditations. So this golden energy began to funnel in, come down my body, out my feet, and then back around both sides, left and right, funnel in, and I just let that happen. Then the light changed and it became blue like water, clearish blue like water, and I let the water come. And as each cycle of energy came through me over and over again, it was an inhale here, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale at the feet, inhale at the head, exhale at the feet. So this tree and I were merging, this golden light, and my body literally looked like a tree. I forgot for that moment that I had a body. I was a tree. The end. Okay, golden tree lying on the floor. That's what it looked like, with a funnel of light coming in her leaves, down her trunk, out her roots, into earth up underneath the yoga center, back up in golden light, back up through. You see what I'm saying? So you start there, then it's going to switch to blue, and then mind interfered a little and said, I call upon the element of water. Of course, mind's like, well, what do you want to do with water? Well, I want to merge with it. So I shifted that a little and said, I merge with the element of water. Energy changed to blue. Blue plasma-like energy. It was very crystalline. It looked iridescent, It looked like water that had an iridescent sparkle. It's the best way I can describe it to you. So then I began to visualize that. I merged with the element of water. Okay? I would do that until I felt that I was. And then the tree was very flowing and very formless and form at the same time, which was hard to describe. But you'll know it when you do it. And then I said, I merged with the element of air. And then it became more blue like a sky. And then the breathing became even deeper. I lost function with breathing at that point. This happens a lot with yogis. A lot of my masters, when they watch me sleep or meditate, they'll say, it feels like you're not breathing. That's good. It scared me when it first happened. Scared the mind when it first happened. But it does happen that you appear to stop breathing. So when you merge with the element of air, from that point on, if your breathing slows, your heart rate will slow, and that is okay. If that happens, don't let your mind come in. Ram Dass and I were talking about this earlier today. He said there's so many experiences people have, but when they get into that deep formlessness, when their breath slows down and almost stops, their mind goes, oh my God, you're going to die. So if that happens, just simply start over, okay? What you're going to do is just go through the whole elements. Ether will look like a midnight sky. For me, it was fabulous. Ether is my favorite. Didn't have to do much merging there. It felt like a shooting star, like just merging through my entire essence until I became that star. Okay? And each element had something different to offer. So you're going to go through all of the elements in this way. Earth, air, ether, water, light, okay, fire. Fire was a lot of fun. I became a phoenix. So it only starts with the tree. Whatever comes to you, you must allow from that point as you ask to merge with each of the elements. Okay. I literally watched my body burn into, it was a phoenix that just went up in smoke and then burned into a bunch of fireplace cinder energy. And it just, I could see it being blown away by air, where I could just look at all the ashes of myself just blowing away, and I didn't freak out. So as Lilith would say, don't freak out. These are exercises that are connecting you to the elements that you need for natural universal law in your life, in your body, your mind, and in your life. So from that point, if you are in a group when you're doing this, group meditators, here's where it gets really powerful.